it is the 25th anniversary.
It's true.
We are here at Quakecon.
That's true.
But I don't think it would be virtually here at Quakecon, in spirit.
That's right.
We're all here. I don't think it would be a Quakecon if we didn't have an announcement.
You, my friend, are correct. Amazing.
How wild is that?
You love to see it. I mean, I'm trying to think back to Quake being on consoles, and we're talking like Saturn, Nintendo 64 days. So this is pretty wild. And Marty, do you want to walk us through just some of like the top line points of what this offers a lot of new players that are maybe just coming in for the first time, or maybe they're familiar with Quake a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it for us, it was important to be authentic and create a genuine Quake experience that is what people love. I mean, we've talked so much about what it meant to players, what it's meant to the industry, to basically kind of bring it back at the 25th anniversary, bring it to a whole new audience of players, or to players who've been with us for the last 25 years. Kind of doing both of those things with this visually enhanced version is really what it was all about. And the team has done a great job with it. We have Xbox Series X and S, and as well as PlayStation 5, where we'll have 4K support and 120 hertz support, which is awesome. From a multiplayer perspective, obviously, we've touched on it, but multiplayer Quake was such a big deal. And for this release, we have obviously full multiplayer support, both local and internet. Local has 4-player split screen as well as 4-player co-op. We have crossplay on when you're playing online multiplayer. So really a great just a great version of Quake for, again, people who've been with us for a long time, or if you've kind of gotten into the recent scene around this style of game. I love to see there's almost been a resurgence of this style of game within the indie scene. These fast-paced, fluid, first-person shooters, and I think Doom's been part of that. But they all really go back to Quake. And so if you're a fan of that scene, but you've never played a Quake game, this is the original, and it's worth picking up.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, well said. And then, Kevin, it's not just visual enhancements, right? We've got some pretty cool audio stuff going on as well in the enhanced version.
We do. I mean, I do want to give a shout out to Night Dive, and that's the team that's working with us on the project. Back in I guess it was QuakeCon 2019. Some of their team members sat around a lunch table with me, and we discussed this idea. They're huge fans of the game, and if you've played Doom 64, you've played a Night Dive title with us.
Right.
These guys specialize in bringing back these classic games, and really making sort of an archival version of them that it plays like the game you remember, it looks like the game you remember, but it's better. And so, I just want to give a shout out to those guys and the effort they put into it. So, on the sound side, of course, we included the original soundtrack. We also went back to our archives of the source sounds and released them, and we'll be releasing them now in 22 kilohertz rather than 11 kilohertz. So a lot of improvements to try to get the best quality version of Quake out there in the hands of players. So we're really excited about it.
Awesome, very cool. And Jörg, I'm going to toss this one over to you. So you've been talking about having played Quake single player obsessively, and also about the modding scene. So what about mission packs in this new updated version? And also, what about the modding scene in general? Like, how are mods going to be supported?
The enhanced version comes with the 2 mission packs, Source of Armageddon and also Dissolution of Eternity, which is really, really great. And in addition, I'm also very happy to say that we have a contribution from the MachineGames Quake modding group as well, both Dimension of the Past and an all-new mod called Dimension of the Machine will also be included in this version of Quake, which is super cool.
That's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Brand new mission pack.
Oh my god.
And the game will definitely support mods.
Amazing.
For PC already now, and support for curated mods for console will be added later.
That is so cool. Like, not only is it coming to new platforms where Quake has never been on,
Right.
To an all new audience, really.
Yeah.
But they're going to check out some of these cool community creations, and there's going to be post-launch support for that.
I know.
That's so cool.
And just a
It's
spoiler,
awesome to see.
I've played the new MachineGames Edition add-on, and it is rad. Like you said, Jörg, I can tell that you guys are using new tools to make it, because I was like, what is this? Is this even Quake? This is incredible. Like, architecture, everything. You guys blew it out of the water, so that's really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it really is fantastic how far things have come, and those guys did it. MachineGames did an incredible job with it.
For sure.
So very exciting to see.
And again, free content. Once you get the game, you can just download it. You can choose to download or delete any of these things. You can keep tidy your own build. It's all pretty sweet and self-contained.
That's wild.
It's pretty rad.
All right. We want to thank Marty, Kevin, and Jörg one more time for joining us. Guys, thank you so much, and thank you for making this last 25 years a hell of a ride.
Thanks guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.